Good afternoon, interwebs. Yes, it is afternoon. I have been shattered, basically. I think when we left things, I can't remember. I think I did a piece to camera when I woke up at about 5 AM. Went back to bed. I kind of did get up around 9ish, but I've just been uploading videos, just doing stuff like that, just trying to catch up on a few things like that. Haven't really been actively doing anything. Today is my day in Winnipeg, so I'm there's part of me that's a little bit annoyed because on one hand, the day was supposed to be a rest day because I knew I would be knackered. And I am truly exhausted. But I've got a day in Winnipeg. I can sleep, you know the phrase, you can sleep when you're dead? Well, I can sleep when I get back to the UK. So I want to go out, do a few things. I'm not sure if I'll take the camera with me or not. I'll probably put it in my bag, carry it around, see what we can do, see what we can find. It's going to be a quiet day today, which is good because some of these videos are 20 minutes. The last few videos have been 20 minutes long and they take ages to upload. The latest vlog is uploading. That's going to take a couple of hours, so it'll give me time to go to Walmart, go and probably buy some more caps, and then I need to pack my bags, and I will then panic that I bought far too much stuff and I can't fit it all in. I've been out to Walmart. I bought a couple of t-shirts because it's not like I don't have enough stuff to bring back already, and I also got a new cap as well and some drink for tonight. Uploading vlogs at the moment, trying to get that all done, and I need to pack all that stuff and all that stuff down there. I've got stuff everywhere. Gonna do that in a minute. I think I may have to go to Walmart tomorrow and buy a second suitcase to get everything packed away. I've managed to get everything in, I believe. I mean, that's all stuff. That's stuff I'm gonna wear tomorrow. All that stuff on there we'll pack into that bag, believe it or not. So yeah, I think I've done it, which is good. I'm sure I will start swearing tomorrow, but as long as I don't buy any more, I should be okay with one case. I've just come back from a lovely meal. It was an expensive meal, but it was kind of a celebration meal. Celebrating both what I've achieved and what I'm going to achieve. This trip, every year I do this, the storm chasing, I kind of come away with a new focus, with a better understanding of myself. There's something very zen about chasing storms. This year I changed it a lot. After years of going with a tour group, and let's keep in mind that going with a tour group isn't kind of what I ever thought it was. But this was the year where I did the forecast, kind of did my own forecasting to a degree. I mean, Shannon was the person that was leading our group, but this was me kind of going from being somebody who went storm chasing to being a storm chaser. Now, I'm not particularly het up about that title. It's not something that like a validation I need. Not in the same way that I need the validation as being a writer. I mean, if I had to choose an identity, the storm chasing bit is nice because it goes well with some of the action stuff that I do in my books, with the sword fighting. It kind of fits into that action theme. But I don't. It sounds a bit grim, but on my gravestone, Storm Chaser isn't the kind of title that I would want for me. It would be writer. But this was the year where I kind of tried to, as I say, step it up a bit. And that was the challenge this year, was to take what I'd learned from going with ETT over the years and kind of take it to the stage where I could quite happily go out to the plains and chase storms. And you know what? I've kind of come to the realisation that I can do that to a degree. I spent the time. I could do better on the science, definitely. I've still got a huge amount to learn. I I was a storm chaser rather than a tourist this year, and much more than I thought I would be. Going forward, I'm gonna go, you know, tomorrow I get on the plane, I fly home, I feel sad, but I step into the writer edits. It's funny, like these storm chasing trips, I don't know whether it's because of the danger, but they mark like a really good kind of chapter end for me, like a bit like an end of a year can kind of mark the end of most people's chapters. It seems to be going storm chasing. I don't know whether, as I say, I don't know whether it's because of the danger that I go, well, if I live through this year, I'll do that afterwards. Not that what I do is amazingly dangerous, but there is a danger element to it. So, I kind of finish this adventure, you know, go storm chasing, and it kind of gives me a chance to reset. I've got several things to consider. I mean, I'm going to go back, I'm going to be deep into the edits, I've got some short stories I need to write. I'm going to be very, very busy on the writing for at least the next month. And the interesting thing is what happens with this vlog. This vlog was always an experiment. It was born more out of the fact that I came to the conclusion that as a writer, I want to play around with video, but also that the people I hang around with are amazing photographers, you know, better than they realise, and I'm not up to that standard. So whatever I did was second best. There are some amazing videographers in the storm chasing community, but I don't think anybody was doing like the whole kind of YouTube daily vlog thing with it. So it gave me a bit of a challenge. It gave me a focus, and I had Kim phone me up a little while ago, and we were talking about it, and I said it was good because, like, when we were doing the lightning photography, you know, they were all doing lightning photography, and my device wasn't working. It didn't bother me because that wasn't my place. I felt much more centered this year, that I knew what I was trying to achieve, which was this vlog. There's going to be maybe a time-lapse video that comes out of this as well. So it didn't bother me that I didn't have the, I didn't have lightning. I couldn't get the lightning photography to work. So the question is, what happens now? I'm doing a vlog today, I'll do a vlog tomorrow, and then what? On one hand, these take a lot of time. These really do take a lot of time. I've been very tired, I've been very stressed, and friends around me have suffered because of that, let's be honest, right? But they were a challenge, and a challenge that I've completed, and I'm very proud to have completed that. There are some videos that I'm more happier about than others. They're definitely imperfect because there was so much more I wish I could have done. But this was an experiment to get me past the kind of wanting things to be perfect and then never completing them, which, you know, I laugh about when it's writing, you know, I will chastise myself, but when it comes to video, it took me ages to do the chase video. And it was just because I was afraid I wanted it to be perfect and I might not achieve it to be perfect. Whereas these vlogs have forced me, like, oh crap, just get anything, not get anything together, but do the best job you can. So I've enjoyed it, but going back, it's going to be a month. The next month is going to be me stressing about writing, and the written piece that I do on my blog each day, the climb, that kind of covers that. And I'm not sure whether there's video content there or not. Interested in the comments to know what you think. Would you be interested? Were you interested in the storms and the adventure, or, you know, would you be interested in seeing what I'm doing as I progress my writing career? I'm currently thinking that Wednesday's vlog, so it will be tomorrow's vlog actually. because that will end when I get back home, will be the last in this series. Mainly because I'm not sure whether doing a daily vlog is difficult, and with a full-time job and trying to get the edits done, have I really got the time to do it, and have I got the content there? Tomorrow I've got a long flight. I'm thinking very much about what I've got to do as a writer now. I'm ready to go back, ready to tackle these edits, ready to make things happen. As I said to Kim, it's no use thinking about what's going to happen with storm chasing until about January, February next year, because people's circumstances change, people's money situation changes. You know, you can't make the plans now, they'll be made in January. So for now I've just got loads of time lapse to do and put together. I'll put together a video of that. There's some things that I want to do in the next year to ready myself for next year, because I want to come back next year. I absolutely love storm chasing, really do. I've loved this year, even though we saw absolutely no tornadoes. Just going on that road trip was amazing. We did 10,746 kilometers, sorry, 10,746 kilometers. That's a huge amount. That's more than I've ever done in a storm chasing. We spent about half our time, 80% of our time or half our time actually in the car. I loved every minute of it. It was stressful, I was tired, but I loved the company. We all got on really well. I loved the chase, I loved the structure that we saw. I loved the challenge of it all. To hunt down these storms, to use science to kind of break chaos. I mean, my university dissertation was on structuring chaos, and I like how science can challenge absolute chaos and kind of find structure in it. So this kind of appeals to it, the hunting it down, the going against the odds and actually you know, hunting down the tornado. I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I've got a lot to think about on the flight back, and as I say, it's like life's entering a new chapter when I go back. Not anything massively has happened, but it's definitely a new chapter, and I've got a lot to reflect on and a lot to think about going forward. It's been amazing, absolutely amazing trip, and I'm gonna miss people dreadfully. There's always next year. I don't know whether we'll be chasing next year, what will happen, but I guess we'll find out in a year's time. So with that, I'm gonna say goodnight. I've got some work to do on the vlogs, as always. Get these all complete, and I'll see you tomorrow for possibly the last vlog, who knows. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see what happens. Good night.